So let's briefly talk about the concept of the synapse. So synapse is the place where two neurons meet, basically. Here you can see a typical synapse. Okay, so this synaptic cleft is the space that separates one neuron from another. This is the end of the axon of so-called presynaptic neuron. This is the soma or dendrite, the postsynaptic neuron. So the action potential arrives on the presynaptic terminal right here. You see the action potential here. It's an electrical impulse. When it arrives at the presynaptic terminal of the presynaptic neuron, this action potential opens calcium channels. Here you can see calcium channels being open. Calcium, since its concentration outside of the cell is higher than inside of the cell, calcium flows into the cell, into the presynaptic terminal of the neuron, and that calcium influx leads the release of neurotransmitter from the presynaptic terminal into the cleft. You can see it's being released into the cleft. So neurotransmitter, in this case it's acetylcholine. This neurotransmitter, the chemical that transmits the signal from one neuron to another, the synapse, neurotransmitter binds to the receptors on the postsynaptic neuron, opening sodium channels. So essentially, in this case, you can see these little channels here. Those are ligand-gated channels. So neurotransmitter binds to these ligand-gated channels, opens them, and sodium flows into the postsynaptic neuron and depolarizing postsynaptic neuron, leading to the formation of action potential. And the signal in the form of action potential is transmitting through the next neuron, and just as it did before, that signal, that action potential, arrives at the presynaptic terminal between one neuron and another. So essentially you have a neuron, the axon, the neuron, the axon, the neuron, the axon, the neuron, the axon, and so on and so forth. So I have chains of neurons, and the signal goes in only one direction.